something else that I think is really, really important. And it's three separate things. In the book, we're going to write about this, but I can tie them together in the answer of time. Truth, candor, total disclosure.
Truth. What is truth?
Truth is truth. I mean, there's no hedging on the truth. You don't play games. You don't hide it. You let it out there, because if you can't do that with your partner, then that's not your partner.
No partial truths.
No.
Well, when we
And candor, which means this is it, unvarnished, and total disclosure. Now, when we were first married,
we were financially doing very well, and my older sister was having a hard time. She was divorced, and things weren't going well. So I would send her a certain amount of money every month, and never told Jim. Never told. But it was my push. It was my money. I can do whatever I want. But when he found out about it, he was livid.
actually one day, sitting in the car, she said, "I have to tell you something." She started to cry. I said, "Oh my God, we're getting a divorce. Oh my God, who died?" So she said, "I've been sending my sister money out of my allowance every month for the past 2 years." I said, "So?" "I never wanted to tell." "Why not? I probably would have given you more to send to her than you were sending." The total disclosure would have saved her so much aggravation.
Have you ever sinned on the total disclosure thing?
Well, I'll tell you a story.
Oh, yes.
Right after we were married, she was 25, I was 25, she was 30 when we got married, if you do the math. And about a year and a half later, she got pregnant. Oh, my parents were so thrilled. I was just, at 6 months, she had a miscarriage. And we lost the baby, obviously. So the next year, she got pregnant again. This time, we made it full term. I left the hospital, big smile on my face. I got a call, said, "Jim, come back to the hospital." The baby had a congenital heart problem and died at 7 days. So about 5 days later, our doctor with his brothers, who were also doctors, showed up and said, "Children of elder parents, you go have another baby." So then we couldn't stop it. We started knocking them out like that. Every 14 months, we had another one.
How many children do you guys have?
Four.
14 months apart.
Okay,
2 boys.
You didn't give up. This
No.
goes back to never give up.
Well, right. Now the fourth one comes along, okay?
Okay.
And I come home from the hospital. So, well, at least we got 2 boys, 2 girls. Worked out fine. I'm home an hour. I get a call, come back to the hospital. I said, "Oh, God, not again." I go back there, and they said, "There's something with the baby's heart. It's not serious. It's what we used to call a heart murmur. It's from a valve that isn't operating very well." I said, "Well, what do we do?" He says, "Nothing." He's let the kid grow when he's 7 or 8 years old, and if there's nothing serious in between, we can then run some tests on his heart. Now, I got to remember, this is 50 years ago.
Right.
Wasn't like what you have today with
Right.
all those electronic devices. So I'm driving home, and I think, do I tell Rachel about this? I said, "Oh my God, we've got 3 healthy kids." He said, "There's no danger right now. I'll wait till he's 5 or 6 years old. Then I'll tell her." Okay? I go, "How's everything?" She gets out of the hospital. We bring the baby home. Baby looks great. He grows up into a wonderful kid, running around, playing ball. He goes in for his 7-year examination.
Right.
And the doctor says, "I think it's time we took that test." She says,
What test? What are you talking about? He never told me. I had no idea.
"You want to know what it was like in our house that night?"
Silence.
That's when the silence.
She trained you.
So I say,
total
"You're right."
disclosure.
Total disclosure.
Yeah.
Well, and
Because it's
that's-
going to come out.
Yep.
It's going to come out, so you might as well
Yep.
go ahead and do it.